I've always focused on working with business owners, entrepreneurs, corporate executives, and I got a designation which is called the CEPA, the Certified Exit Planning Advisor designation. It is a designation that was created by the Exit Planning Institute, and there are different chapters around the country.
What are some of the primary objectives that CEPA would hope to accomplish in the local area? What are they trying to bring to the table?
Yeah, great question. So unfortunately, the designation, having the word exit, Certified Exit Planning Advisor, has a connotation that we're really only going to get involved as a CEPA to help a company that's trying to transition or exit. Of course, that is a big part of what we do, but there are so many other areas that we can help a business owner accomplish different things, such as accelerating growth, raising capital, business succession planning, growth path strategies, debt financing, private equity. A lot of times the business owner knows their business, they know their industry, but they're not necessarily, they don't necessarily always have the business acumen or the management skills to take the company to the next level, or even know what the next stage for the company should be.
So you're really trying to help them with marketing, social position in the marketplace, financing to get to the next level before they get out, so that they get not a fire sale, the most opportunity they can get.
Absolutely. We examine what type of sale, from should it be a controlled auction, should it be targeted, targeted buyers. So we go through the whole process. Again, this is if they are looking to, in fact, sell. To your point, pre-liquidity event planning, never too soon. You can start as early as 2-3 years ahead of when you think you might even want to sell. And you had done a show, John, months back on getting organized. That's a big part of what we can help them do prior to the sale.
And then once they transition, then they have to figure out financially and personally and professionally what they're going to do next. Do you help with that?
Exactly. So there's the 3 legs of the stool, as we like to call them, on how to maximize the value of your company and also maximize the probability of it selling. There's some staggering statistics on how many companies actually go out to sell that never actually sell. So the 3 legs of the stool are the most obvious one is the financial value of the company, so that's very important, and maximizing the value of the business. There's different strategies and ways in which we can do that, from making sure the right management team is in place to marketing, sales, bottom line, costs, etc. So that's the first leg of the stool.
So if Alex was independently wealthy after a transaction, we'll do a hypothetical here, and he transitions his business and now he's got a fair amount of financial resources, can you help him place those resources after too?
Absolutely. Well, that's a big part of what we do is wealth management, managing assets. So if there is a liquidity event and Alex here was independently wealthy after selling his multi-million-dollar business, we would be able to help with managing managing those assets and putting a plan in place. But that business owner, prior to that sale, the second leg of the stool, needs to have a financial plan. The statistics show that the buyers want to not only make sure that the company they're buying is ready to be sold and is as a buyer that's ready to be acquired, but that the owner is organized and ready and financially ready. In other words, that they're not going to back away from the deal. And then that third leg of the stool is what you alluded to, is what do you do as the business owner if you've owned a company for 30 or 40 years or more, and every day you woke up and ran that business and all of a sudden it's sold? What do you do? So that's the personal aspect, and we leverage business coaches and consultants like Jeffrey Davis to help in that capacity to really dig into the emotional, intangible part of what's the next phase in life after you've now sold and transitioned this business.
So the CEPA professional has sort of a barometer to see if the person's not only financially and operationally ready, but emotionally ready?
Exactly.
Wow. That's
and there's a whole scoring system that we actually leverage in that capacity. So it's a very well thought out, organized way of helping a business owner realize if it is time to sell, and again, maximizing the value of the company, getting their financial house in order, and then also knowing that there's a plan in place personally. What are they going to do with their life now that the company's been sold?